Are you looking to get the gold camo on the Volkssturmgewehr the quickest way possible? Well, I'm going to show you the best tips and tricks, attachments, maps and modes to complete all the camo challenges, saving you hours, if not days worth of your time. On top of this, I'm going to show you the best beginners and fully leveled attachments for the gun, which will help you get more kills in every single game. Before we jump into any games and start working towards these camo challenges, there are some really important game settings that you'll want to be changing. This will save you tons of time. You want to be setting your game mode to domination. This just results in a lot more structured games and you'll find it a lot easier to get more kills in a singular game. On top of this, make sure your game filter is set to blitz. This just means the games will be far more hectic with more players in each game, resulting in more kills towards those camo challenges. Another really great way to level up your weapons to be playing on small map playlists, such as ones containing Shipment and Das Haus, as these tend to work quite well. Now let's get straight into the camo challenges. For the first four, the challenges are as follows. Pack Tactics, which is get 400 eliminations. Surgical, get 100 headshots. Predatory Ambition, which is get 50 multi-kills, meaning 2 or more kills in a short period of time. And Reptilian, which is get 5 kills without dying 30 times. The last may take the longest to complete, and I would encourage you to play a lot more defensive and reserved to make this a lot easier to stay alive for 5 kills. Ultimately, these challenges are pretty straightforward, however, and they're just something that will just come with time, especially by the time you get to weapon level 70. However, it is worth noting that the Reptilian challenge was a lot harder on this gun than any other guns that I've golded so far, as I just feel that the gun isn't that good in comparison to other options that are out there. Now let's move on to where the challenges get a lot more difficult. The Deadeye Camo Challenge. This is to get 100 long range kills. For this, take the build on the screen now, but the main tips to complete this one and get it done as quickly as possible is to change the game mode to hardcore, and preferably a game mode like domination. And just sit on these long range straights on maps such as Demyansk, which was my personal favourite. Other maps work too, but this is the map I found most success on, and just take your enemies out, as it takes far less bullets to kill someone in hardcore. Now let's move over to the Berserker challenge. This is where we'll focus on getting 100 close range kills. Overall, I found this challenge quite easy on this gun, as it's very mobile and feels a bit like a cross between an assault rifle and an SMG. For this, take the build on the screen now, but focus on small map playlists such as Das Haus and Shipment, and run smoke grenades to break your enemy's line of sights to help you get closer to them. You want to be trying to work your way up into tight spaces such as corridors, etc., to get as close as possible to your enemies and kill them at those shorter ranges. The next challenge is the Wildcat Camo Challenge. This is to get 250 eliminations with 10 attachments equipped. This is really straightforward, so there are no real tips or tricks here, and every other build that I'm going to show you has 10 attachments, so just focus on other challenges here, as this is another one that will just come with time. The next camo challenge is Survivalist, which is to get 100 ADS kills with a VDD 287mm barrel, the 8mm Kurz 20 round fast mags, the Krausnik S12 VPS stock equipped. For this, take the rest of the attachments on screen now. This is another one of those really easy challenges, as 99% of your kills with an assault rifle are going to be coming from aiming down sight, so there's no specific tips here other than to just aim down sight. The next camo challenge is Mindgames, which is to get 100 kills whilst moving with the following attachments: the 8mm Kurz 60 round drum mags, the SA converted stock, and the Gung Ho proficiency equipped. Take the rest of the attachments on screen now to make this easier. Again, this is another really straightforward challenge. My best advice is to just run around small maps, and when you start shooting someone, just make the conscious effort to start moving. I know that sounds really silly, but it's something you just need to think about sometimes, as the amount of people that I see just stand still when trying to kill someone. So going for a similar method to the close range kills can be really beneficial here. The last camo challenge is Death Artist, which is to get 100 kills without taking damage from that enemy, with the Krausnik 428mm 05V barrel, the 7.62 Gorenko 30 round mags, and the Perfectionist proficiency equipped. Now, this is actually a massive pain in the arse to complete. For this, take the rest of the build on screen now, but for this challenge, like the long shot challenge, change it to hardcore and domination with blitz mode on. It is worth noting that you'll need to pump 2 to 4 bullets per kill on hardcore without a headshot with these mandatory attachments, which is absolutely ridiculous considering I've been one shot by stun grenades in hardcore before, but this still remains pretty instantaneous, so getting kills without taking damage is pretty easy on hardcore mode. Well, that is it for the camo challenges. Now let's move on to the best attachments for the beginner and fully leveled attachments. The beginners can be found on the screen now, and lastly, the fully leveled build can be found on the screen now. If you did find this video useful, make sure you hit that like button, and if you'd like to see a video on how to gold the NZ41 as quickly as possible, click on the video on screen now. If you did make it all the way to the end, let me know in the comment section below the gun you're finding the hardest to get the gold camo on.